Hey everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada, and you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. Saturday today, and I haven't been live for a bit. I've been away and I'm actually getting ready to leave for Onstage. Tomorrow I fly out. I'm so excited to be going to Onstage. I'm actually going to France this year, so I'm kind of excited about that. Can't wait to share what I see. We get to see the new catalog, and that's always an amazing time. Plus, we'll get to see all sorts of amazing presentations. So stay tuned because I will share some of my pictures from my trip. All right, so today I'm going to share I was going to say it's a sneak peek, but it's not, because these products are live. This is one of the new online exclusives that came out on Wednesday, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday, called, hey Amanda, called Lovely Garden. So it's called the Lovely Garden Suite, and it is what we're using for an upcoming stamp camp that I have in May. So if you purchase the Lovely Garden Suite, you will get, it's fun folds and more, so the more is techniques. So we'll end up at the end of this with 12 projects, all different fun folds. That's amazing. I love to do fun folds, and 12 different techniques to use with this. So that's, yeah, we're going to have lots of fun with this one. So if you're interested in that, and you live in Canada, you can, if you purchase the suite from me, you will get the make and take kit for free, and then you can join us for all of the projects that we do live during the stamp camp on May 3rd. And if you can't join us, you will be able to watch them afterwards. And if you live in the US, I can put you in touch with demonstrators in the US that are also participating in this. There's 6 of us, so it's going to be lots of fun. All right, let's switch over and we'll get started. All right, I just want to make sure I can see comments. Actually worked. I should be live in my Facebook group and on my Facebook page, which is always amazing. All right, so this is the Thankful Garden bundle, and I didn't pull out, so there's one extra thing in this bundle. There is the stamp set, the dies, and then some decorative masks. So you can actually use your blending brushes with the masks to color these in. So I didn't pull those out today because I'm not actually doing any, I'm not stamping except a sentiment on my card. But so that's the bundle. Now this is the gorgeous paper. You can see I've already used parts of it, so I only have bits and pieces left. This is the one I love. This is my favorite, boho blue, fresh freesia, and garden green. So that's one side, and the other side is black and white dots, and then garden green with some stems, and fresh freesia. This is basic gray with the hydrangea and the other flowers on it. Very pretty. And then the other side are black and white lines. This is also very pretty in the greens and the yellows, and black and white on this side. So you can see the ones I've used a lot of. I haven't used this one yet, but it's very pretty in little yellow and green flowers. And then the other side, this is lovely because you could actually color these if you wanted to. I think I've got all of them. This was very bright. The flowers on this one, so pretty, and the other side is green. So that's 1, 2, 4, 6. That's everything. Okay, that's the designer series paper. That's the bundle. These are the embellishments. They are called Starburst Sequence in Fresh Freesia, the Crushed Curry or Daffodil Delight, and white. And then there is the faux velvet ribbon in Fresh Freesia. In 1/8 inch. Okay, that's everything in the suite. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to do what's fairly simple card today. Very little stamping except for the sentiment. But I want to do some, I'm going to tear some paper. So this is the 2 I'm going to use. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off, and I'm just going to take and tear, and I'm not trying to get it somewhat straight, but it's okay if it's not. So now I've got the torn paper, and I'm going to do the same to this. I like the white edge that you get when you tear this paper because it is a white center. So we're just going to take and tear, and again, like that. I'm going to overlap them when I glue them on. Not sure how many I'm going to need, so we'll see. Okay, let's see. I'm going to start from the left edge, and I'm going to just bring in my silicone mat. So I've got a piece of, let's do that. Oh, that's too much. There we go. Okay, so I've got a piece of basic black that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I'm going to start from my left side, and I'm just going to take and glue these on. You could use, I could have put some adhesive sheets on the back just to make the gluing easier, but we'll just use liquid glue. So today's my day of packing. Of course, I left it to the last minute, which isn't a good thing, but that's how it works. So I've been kind of madly scrambling with some last minute swaps to finish up. We do swaps at Stampin' Up! Events, which is always fun to do. So I've got a bunch of swaps. So Amanda, if I know you're going to be there, come find me and we'll swap. So I'm just kind of alternating. Hopefully I've got enough. Oopsie. The torn paper I really just like that white edge. And I'm okay if a little bit of black shows through. All right. So this is going to go on. Okay, I think I have enough. Like I said, I've got a little bit of black showing through, and that's just fine. This is another great way to use up your scraps, because we always have these bits of designer series paper. So there we go. Kind of created my own. Perfect. My own designer series paper just by tearing strips. And you could use, I could have used the fresh freesia. Let's see, it's kind of gone. There we go. Good thing about liquid glue, I get a little bit of extra time. Okay, so I've got some boho glue here. Don't forget the in colors from 2023 are retiring at the end of April, and they will go quickly, particularly the ink pads and the re-inkers. So if you don't have these colors, so this is boho blue. There was copper clay, pebbled path, moody mauve, and wild wheat. I'm going to be very sad about these colors particularly. I love wild wheat, so that's going to be very sad when that one goes. All right, so this is 4 1/4 by 11, and then I'm just going to take and glue this on. Ooh, that one, okay, well that one's just going to have to trim. My my one piece, my very first piece shifted. Didn't see that, so we'll just trim that off like that. And like I said, we're just going to make this really quick and easy. My last card before I actually clean things up and get ready to go. All right, so I'm going to just take and stamp. I'm just going to stamp the sentiment that says, you make a difference. And I'm going to stamp it. I've got a piece that's 1/2 inch, and I'm going to stamp it over to the right-hand side in tuxedo black. And then that, so I'm going to just, oopsie, trim that. And now I'm going to just cut a fishtail. So I just cut up from the center and then cut that V in it. At least that helps me get my V kind of in the right-hand side, or the right in the middle. Right in the middle, that's what I was trying to say. Okay, so let's take some of this pretty fresh freesia ribbon. I don't know, maybe 9 inches or so, but we're just going to take and zigzag this, and I'm going to just take and run some Stampin' Seal so that I can just take, and then I'm just going to try and keep it so that the velvet you kind of have to twist it. And that's why the Stampin' Seal, to keep it in the right position, because I want the velvet to stay to the outside. So there we go. It's hard to see. I'm going to just cut on an angle. Oopsie. That didn't cut. There we go. And then we'll use some dimensionals. I'm just going to use, usually I always say, actually I'll put one more. Usually I always say don't forget one in the middle so that it doesn't sag. But in this case, because it's going over that ribbon, I don't want it to kind of raise up. So just you have to kind of think about where you're going to put your dimensionals. That didn't turn out too bad. Okay, so we got that. And then of course we need some sentiments. Or not sentiments, we got sentiments, embellishments. All right, so I'm gonna take, you can tell which ones are my favorites. Fresh Freesia for sure. So we're just gonna take and put some of these really pretty Starburst sequins. They are just so gorgeous. And then for the inside of the card, I've got a piece of basic white, and I just cut a piece of my scrap designer series paper in the garden green. That's 3/4 of an inch by 4. So that can go in the inside of my card. Quick and easy card today, and a great way to use up the scraps that you have. Just save your pieces and then do some tearing and create a really pretty card like that. How quick and easy is that? All right, let's switch back. There we go. All right, so thanks so much for joining me today. So I will not be live now until the 19th of March, which is when I'm back. So stay tuned. If you follow me on my Facebook page or group, I will be posting pictures, so stay tuned and check out some of the pictures. So I fly into London and then taking the Eurostar across to Paris and then the train out to Strasbourg. Strasbourg is almost on the German border, or maybe is on the German border, so it's a bit of a trip. But I'm so excited to meet up with some of my demonstrator friends tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday morning. Get my days all mixed up. I kind of lose a day as I fly. So Tuesday morning we get on the train and go to Strasbourg.